doing tonight? My name is Bigbobbedboi and welcome. Boys, it is the night before pre-patch. So this video is late as shit. And we still don't have the patch notes. What? Anyway, my hype is high. It's like Christmas Eve. My hype is so high. I'm having trouble doing this video. I have visions of steady shotting my way to the top of meters. Instant star shards. Stun Herald, 4-piece Beast Lord, oh, so many things. But this is important, so let's talk about it. I'm going to cover what's in the pre-patch, a few things that aren't in the pre-patch. Okay, one thing is on the pre-patch, what I'm going to do in the pre-patch, and maybe give you a little advice on what you can or should do in the pre-patch. The first thing a pre-patch brings is the new launcher. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Very reminiscent of the original TBC launcher. Although I like that one better. Alright then, next is your level 70 talents. Obviously we don't get our level 70 abilities, but we do get the new TBC talent trees. I'm not going to go over all 3 talent trees for each class because I have shit to do this year. But this can drastically change how your class plays, and in almost all cases increases player power. It even brings a ton of iconic new abilities like Beast Within, Circle of Healing, Pain Sup, Devastate, Tree Form, and Slow. Having these new talents with a level 60 cap brings some interesting shit for PvP too, but we'll talk about that later. Next up is the change of percentage stats into ratings. So a lot of our gear right now has a percentage of crit, hit, dodge, whatever the fuck. Well, all that shit is gone in TBC. It's converted into a rating, but it's a rating that scales with your level. For instance, 14 crit rating at level 60 is equivalent to 1% crit. That same 14 crit rating at level 70 is only 0.63% crit. This sort of rating is now for all those secondary stats, and when TBC originally came out, I remember thinking it was a little weird, but 13 years later, I'd definitely say this was a very positive change. Jewelcrafting. Yeah, Jewelcrafting is in the pre-patch, not at TBC launch. Not gonna lie, I did not see that shit coming, but it's definitely there. I went on the PTR and checked. It is there. So if you want to pick up JC, you can do so in the pre-patch and get it leveled to 300 in prep for TBC. There's a trainer in Silvermoon City and the Exodar. Silvermoon guy is right here. Oof, damn, I forgot how confusing this city was. Alright, he's right here. JC is a pretty fun profession, and I definitely want to put it on one of my tunes. I just haven't decided which one yet. Maybe Druid, I don't know. You could probably figure this out since we already went to Silvermoon and Exodar, but Blood Elves and Draenei are also available in the pre-patch. That is phenomenal. I'm not going to level either, but I know a lot of people are going to, and being able to start leveling these in the pre-patch is a huge quality of life thing for those people. Even if the pre-patch is only 2 weeks and not many people will make it to 60 before TBC, it is a big help. And a small reminder, you can't use a boost on them. And a big reminder, Ozzer Mist, Blood Mist, Eversong, and Ghostlands are all incredible zones that are super fun to level in. I won't do it in the pre-patch, but I'm going to level a Blood Elf and Draenei to at least level 20 just to enjoy these zones. They are that goddamn good. And now I need to mention how to get to Silvermoon and the Exodar because it's kind of weird. Well, Silvermoon is really easy actually, but also really easy to miss. There's a room in Undercity. Wait, is this Undercity or still Ruins of Lordaeron? It's that area right when you go in, okay? You will go off to the west side here and there's a translocator like from Unreal Tournament, and that will send you to Silvermoon. Exodar is more annoying. You have to go to Alberdyne and then you can take a boat to Ozzer Mist. It's a nice new boat though, 2007 Night Elf Clipper model I think. Once you get there, the dock is actually right by the back door into the Exodar. The flight path though is on the outside by the front door of Exodar. And the JC trainer is right here, really easy to get to. And mages can make portals to both Exodar and Silvermoon. Even the Stonard and Theramore ports are in, so that's nice. XP reduction level changes. Yeah, so this is kind of a big one. I'm going to try oh so hard to put this concisely. Leveling. It's faster. So the XP required to level was drastically reduced. I think it starts at level 20. I checked the level 10 and it was the same. It seems to average out to around 20% or maybe a little bit higher than that. My level 21 shaman on classic needed 25,200 XP. Same shaman on prepatch needed 22,400 XP. Quest XP was also boosted by about 30%. I turned in this quest on classic and got 340 XP. Same thing on prepatch and I got 340 XP. So I logged on a 44 paladin and checked some Nesingwary quests I had ready to turn in. 4,350 on the prepatch, 3,150 on classic. And another quest was 5,050 on prepatch, 3,600 on classic. Now that's a big change, about 30%, right? And there's more. Elite mobs are not elite anymore for pretty much all those types of quests. I didn't check all of them, but here I checked the elite ogres and STV. They're not elite anymore. And another popular one, Stromguard, also not elite anymore, so you can solo all those quests. I did check a couple others like in Searing Gorge. Those guys in the northwest aren't elite anymore. XP from killing mobs should not be any different, but I was getting very slightly different numbers. No idea why. Just to make leveling even easier, you can get your first mount at level 30 now, not level 40. At Honored, that was costing me 31 gold for training and 9 gold for the mount. Yeah, the price is flipped. The epic mount is also cheaper now. It was costing me 510 for the riding and 85 for the mount. More leveling stuff though. All dungeon gear changes to blue gear and gets its stats completely rebalanced. I'm not going to cover all the dungeon gear out there, but here are a few pieces I thought were pretty cool. Armor Piercer from RFK. Robes of Arugal from Arugal. Shriveled Heart from, I don't know, Kano. Now, I also heard there was a level compression. Like, you know how dungeons have a huge spread between its lowest level mobs and its highest level mobs? And that was supposedly reduced. Popped into RFC on the prepatch. Lowest was 13, highest was 16. On classic, lowest was 13 and highest was 16. One dungeon isn't a good enough sample, so I also went into BRD. Don't say we're not thorough here at Bigbobbedboi. On classic, in the prison, lowest was 48, and okay, it was the same on prepatch, but I didn't give up. And I'm glad I didn't, because actually it did change. So as I got farther into the instance, the level didn't raise as much. You can see Angerforge is 55 on prepatch, he's 57 on classic. So this is a real thing, the levels are compressed. I literally had no idea about this, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, when you add all that shit together, leveling is a lot faster. Estimates say questing in totality is over 40% faster, maybe even as high as 50%. Nice. Oh yeah, Alliance gets its STV flight path. Damn, that is nice. Alright, and the level boost. Yeah, that's in the pre-patch. I'm boosting a druid. Come at me. Seriously though, I think the boost has some positives and plenty of negatives, like the cost, but I've talked about that a bunch on stream and other videos, so I won't get into that here. We'll talk about what the boost actually does. It gives you a level 58 character with shit gear, a slow mount, 12 slot bags, no professions, and almost no gold. They don't even give you a fucking shirt. We're goddamn shirtless here. When you make the boosted character, you get a short, very basic quest line that sent me into the Plague Lands, which this is different than it was on beta. And you don't get a port either. You gotta run your ass all the way out there. Alright, you do get a flight path at least. You get there to talk to the dead guy, and then that's it. Yeah, that's it. Really weird, they just send you to EPL. I'm going to have to assume not quite everything for the boosted characters is on the PTR, because the boosted hunter pets, you get just one pet wolf with the Halcyon skin. Weird, but okay. And no stable slots. and your pet is completely bugged. He has no loyalty level, thus cannot learn any abilities. I dropped his as, tamed a new pet, and it was working fine though, so I don't know, this is weird, wild shit. I think there's some definite issues with the boosted characters on the PTR. Alright, moving on again to PvP. Skirms are in the game, but no rated arena, of course, at 60. You don't get any rewards from skirmishes, other than the fun you have and the friends you make along the way. We also get honor changed to a currency, and all rank requirements are removed.
Good day to you.
Actually, ranks are completely removed in general. You get honor for the same things you got it for previously, but now it gets used to buy gear instead of rank up. You also need BG marks for most purchases, so when you want to get PvP gear, it will cost you honor and then marks from a specific BG, with marks functioning similar to before. A win gets you 3 marks of the BG you're in, and a loss gets you 1, but now they stack to 100, not 20. We can't do Eye of the Storm yet though, and I'm alright with it. Alright, let's talk about a few miscellaneous changes. So, this is a really weird one. They changed the green mob range. So at level 60, a level 48 is green to you, and a level 47 is gray. But in the pre-patch it changes so if you're level 60, a level 48 is now gray. A level 49, a level 50, and a level 51 is gray, but finally a level 52 is green. This is weird, and actually pretty annoying for leveling hunter pets because the mobs need to be green for your pet to get XP or loyalty. Really goddamn weird. A lot of consumables, mostly elixirs, have been changed. You can now have 1 defensive elixir and 1 battle elixir. A flask counts as both, so no flask and 2 elixir stacking. This is a really nice change that means we don't have to spend 1,000,000 gold on consumes anymore. Instant mail, holy shit, this is a phenomenally nice quality of life change. If it's between your characters, mail is now instant and not just gold. You can send items over and they'll be there instantly. Quest log gets increased to 25. Pretty simple. Quest log now lets you have 25 quests instead of 20. We get the new tracking. Yeah, finally you can track shit. I mean, HMR could always do that, but other nice new things can be tracked as well, like ammunition. Increased nameplate distance. The distance at which nameplates appear is getting bumped to 40 yards. Oh, so nice. Especially for arena, so nice to have this. Well done, Blizz. And one thing that's not coming, and that is guild banks. I expected them to be in a pre-patch, and so did a lot of other people, especially they're giving us the leveling changes and Draenei and stuff. The leveling changes came in really late in original TBC, and they're here, so this is weird. I'm going to assume there has to be some technical limitation that they haven't figured out yet, because this is a really weird thing to do. Alright, I think that's a good spread. I can't cover literally everything coming in the pre-patch since it's essentially the expansion without the zones. But I think I covered most of the important stuff here. Now I want to give you guys my plans for the pre-patch and what I think is actually the most important thing to keep in mind here. First thing for me is professions, especially for my main. You really want to have your mining or herbing at 300 for when you get into Outland. Definitely don't want to miss all those while leveling. If you're Alk, Taylor, whatever, you're going to want to get those up ASAP so you can start cranking out your cooldowns once TBC drops. Thing is, a lot of other people are going to be doing this as well. Trying to mine in Durotar during the pre-patch is going to be fucked. Another thing I'm going to do is play my boosted character. In my case, it will be a druid. A lot of people were interested in me doing druid content, so we'll do some druid content. I'm going to level it up to 60 and try to get a little gear for it. I expect this will be a good time to play these boosted characters. We're going to see a lot of dungeons with 5 boosted characters, and it will be hilarious. Then I'm going to finish leveling other alts. I have a warrior at 51 that I definitely want to play in TBC, so we're going to get it up. Finally, one of the most important things I'll be doing in the pre-patch is PvP. 1, because it's fun, but 2, this is a really easy way to get some decent weapons. If you've got one of the boosted characters or a newly leveled alt, getting like the High Warlord axe is a huge upgrade and something that will carry you into TBC for a while. I'm not going to farm the full set on any toon, but at least the weapons. You can also stock up on some honor and marks for your level 70 pieces, which is not a bad idea. So what should you do in Prepatch? I know you guys come to my videos for my nuance and eloquence. So let me eloquently and nuancedly get philosophical here. The most important thing to do in the Prepatch is have fun. I know that sounds stupid, but hear me out. The Prepatch is something we only get one chance at, unless they do a TBC classic. So it's a pretty unique experience in WoW, made way worse by the fact we only get 2 weeks for it. Any prep you can do in the Prepatch, you can do later. It might cost you a little gold or something, but whatever. I highly suggest you do whatever sounds like the most fun for you. Whether that be PvP for honor and marks, skirmishes, level of blood elf or Draenei, or play a boosted character. And that's it for Prepatch. 2 videos in 2 days. Holy shit, this is fucked. I might pass out from exhaustion or alcohol poisoning because it took a lot of alcohol to get through this. I don't know. But no long outro this time. Come back for Druid Prepatch streams. Like, subscribe, hit the join button, all that other shit. If you enjoyed the video, have fun in the Prepatch, and I will see you all for the next one.